we're gonna make us some pineapple ginger tea, you know, jam rocker style. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. I soak it in some water. We're gonna sprinkle it all up with some good old baking soda. That's how you gotta start it off, because we're gonna wash off the skin, because we're gonna use the skin to boil. Now we're gonna pour some of this organic Bragg's vinegar all in there. I'm gonna get a little bit more because that wasn't enough. Okay, so we're gonna pour a little bit more in. Alright, now we're gonna soak it for 15 minutes, rinse it off real good, and we're gonna get started. Let's go. Right here we have some organic ginger, the best grade ever. So we're gonna go ahead and take 2 pieces in, because we're gonna cook some with it, and then we're gonna cut up a fresh piece to put into the jar when it's done. Alright, so let's go ahead and get in tune with that. Now we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of this good old baking soda all over that. Alright, let's do it right there. Just get it going real good. Okay, now we're gonna put the Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar in. We're gonna just pour a little some in there. We're gonna let it sit for 15 minutes. We're gonna rip off this top piece, and it's been 15 minutes or so, and we're gonna rinse it off and cut it off and put it into this jug of water right here, this pot. Alright, so let's get started with that. Okay, so this is the reason. Remember how I always tell you, now this is for educational cases purpose only. So I'm educating y'all today, you know what I mean? So you always wash off everything you put in your body. You see how all of that dirt, look, now I'm gonna see if I can lift it up, because you gotta see the marble is also black, but the floor is more clear. You see, look at all of that dirt. I'm trying to get to stop moving. All of this dirt that's in there, bro. All that came off the pineapple. You feel me? This is why you always got to rinse off everything you put in your body, because this would be the reasons why we also end up sick a lot of times. You know, it's a lot of filth in there. All right. But anyway, let's get to it. You see, I cut off all the parts of the pineapple. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready to start putting them into the bug water. And we're going to squeeze off the top and the bottom of the juice, because we don't need to put this in there. We're just going to squeeze the juice out. All right. So let's do that. I'm going to start with that first so you can see for yourself what I mean. So as we take it, we're just going to squeeze off each side. That's what we're going to do, is squeeze off each side into it. Get all of that good old pineapple in there. It's good if I have 2 hands, but I just wanted to show you a little something. Now I'm gonna put it down and squeeze the rest in. All right, now I'm gonna show you with 2 hands. You ready? And just look at all that juice that comes out. So think about when people be throwing this out. This is too much juice for you to absorb, for you to be just throwing it out like it ain't nothing there. You gotta use every inch and every part, you know, like that's a waste. Think about it, bro. It ain't nothing to think about. Make it make sense. You know how to use your mind as a weapon. That's it right there. Look all that. There's still a whole bunch of juice in there. Look, bro. You're wasting all of that. Why would you do that? You know, so I just try to be resourceful and, make everything that I got work. I use every part of everything I got, because if you're gonna pay for it, why not? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to waste, right? Let's do it. All right, let's go. Okay, this is the bottom. It's a little bit light, but all right, look at all that juice. Look, look, bro. It's not gonna be as juicy as the top, but look at all that juice. Look, bro. And people be just throwing it out like, you still can't use this for something. You can always use every part for something, bro. Pay attention. I'm gonna show you how I do this, huh? All right, I'm gonna throw the rest of it out. Let's go. Got this piece. All right, I'm gonna squeeze it before I let it sit in there. You feel me? Because there's a lot of juice in here too. A lot of people, they just throw it in. I like to squeeze out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how I do it when I make mine. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm gonna show you how I do mine. I really get it cracking up in here. All right, cracking and popping and rocking at the same time. I got nothing to waste. Now we're gonna put that in. These are the little pieces, we're gonna put them in, because we're just boiling that. We ain't gonna keep that in the actual juice. When it's done, we're gonna strain it. All right, squeeze out every part. You know what I'm saying? Look at all that juice. Come on, man. You can't get me a headache, because this right here gonna be the problem solver. This gonna be the answers of every solution. You feel me? Let's get it. You're never too old to learn. Look. People, how many people, when they just make the pineapple juice, you just put it in there like it is? Come on, be real with it, all right? Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think and how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And please keep it respectfully. Blessings. Squeeze all that juice in there, bro. All that, get all of that up in there. All of that. All of that. All right? Get all that in there. Got one more after this. All of that in there. So the best cut for last. You ready? I'm going to just use one hand so you can see it way more clear. Look at that. Juicy fruit. Mm? Pack so much of a mighty blow. That's what you call a juicy fruit. Let's be real. Mm. Now we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the flame on. Y'all ready? So we're gonna let that boil for half an hour. But we're gonna cut up this ginger over here after we cut up the pineapple. Okay, so now we're gonna cut up the pineapple, because it's gonna be an amazing part that we're gonna use. All right. Mm. we're gonna cut up the core. Okay? So we're gonna cut up all sides of the juicy pineapple, and we're gonna save the core. And I'm gonna show you why we're gonna save the core. All right, right there. Now we're gonna cut up this last side. All right. Now we're gonna keep the core because we're gonna put it in the pitcher. All right. As you can see, we got our pitcher right here. So let's go ahead and put the core in, but we're gonna chop it up. All right. We're gonna do first, chop it on down. Because this is where all of that juice is gonna stick into. And this right here, gonna give it more of that pineapple flavor once it's cooled down for boiling it. All right. So we're gonna cut that up and put it in there. So as you can see, we cut up all the pineapples into chunks, and we're gonna put this in a plastic Ziploc bag until we're ready to use. As you can see, I rinsed off the ginger. You know what I'm saying? After soaking them in a baking soda, organic apple cider vinegar, but I have to rinse them off after 15 minutes, chop them down and mush them up. So we got 16 pieces. So what we're gonna do is put 8 in here and 8 into the pot. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're gonna put the rest into the juice into this. All right. For 30 minutes, y'all. Stay tuned in. Let's go. Yeah, so the tea is cooled down. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put 5 scoops of some cane sugar, all right, and put it into this pitcher. 5. This is 1. This is 2. Yes, sir. That's 3, 4, and 5. Now I done cut up 3 lemons in here, as you can see. All right, we're gonna squeeze them all in. Okay, we got the strainer. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pour in the juice. All right. So I'm gonna let you see a little, just a little bit, how we do it. My magnet got. There it goes, y'all. So just look how good it is. Look. Good. So that's just a strain. Anything else going in there that we don't need to go in there, y'all. You figured there? So that's all we need. It's nothing but the juice going in. You don't need all of the extraness, you know. So there you have it, man. So like I said, stay tuned in and follow for more. Let's get it up with it. You got the cut up pineapple, got the ginger, blended it with the cane sugar and the lemons. You can see the little citrus of the lemons. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You can see the seeds. Now the seeds is good, you know what I mean? To swallow, just not too much. Alright? It's okay to have them every now and then, but not too much. So just want to let y'all know that, you know? And that's for educational use only, alright? So let's get it up with it. Let's go. Up with it, y'all. So I just had to step back out to the grocery store, you know, to start the month of April off right, you know what I mean? I got me some organic mushrooms, as you can see, double up, and I got the whole baby Bella ones, you feel me? I had no oil, so I had to go ahead and get some more extra virgin coconut oil. Always extra virgin. If olive oil, always extra virgin. I had to get me another bag of some organic starter pumpkin seeds with a little bit of sea salt. And of course, you're ready. I love these, you know, so I had to go and get me some organic avocados, you feel me? You see? Alright, so let's do it. Up with it, man. Let's go! Stay tuned in and follow for more. I know how we doing it around here.